Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine a friendship so unlikely, so unconventional, it completely challenges everything you thought you knew about companionship and care. We're diving deep into a story that starts with a high-speed chase through Paris and ultimately transforms two lives. Our mission today is to uncover the extraordinary bond between Philippe, a wealthy quadriplegic, and Driss, his ex-convict caretaker. It's a blend of humor, drama, and profound human connection that truly redefines what it means to connect, to support, and to truly live.
Driss is driving Philippe through Paris, speeds through traffic, bets on losing the police, and then hilariously acts his way out of trouble by feigning a medical emergency for Philippe. They end up with a police escort, then share a celebratory smoke. It's an immediate, audacious signal of the unique, unfiltered dynamic that's about to unfold.
That audacious opening scene perfectly signals their unique dynamic. It's a stark contrast to Philippe's highly structured world. So how did Driss, with that kind of unfiltered personality, even get a foot in the door during such a formal interview process for a caretaker? What was Philippe truly looking for that the other applicants missed?
That's a crucial point. The typical applicants were offering standard, often awkward answers, trying to fit a mold. Then Driss just storms in, completely ignoring the established order, not even there for the job itself, just a signed paper for unemployment benefits. He's blunt, unapologetic, even tries to hit on Philippe's assistant. But Philippe, surprisingly, finds this directness and absolute lack of pity incredibly amusing. He tells Driss to come back the next day for his papers. This raw honesty, this complete lack of pretense is clearly what Philippe was seeking. A real person, not just a qualified professional.
And we get a stark glimpse into Driss's own chaotic world. He goes home to his humble neighborhood, surrounded by siblings, his older sister Mina stepping in, and immediately suspects his brother Adama is involved in something shady. His mother, furious about his 6-month absence, kicks him out. This background, far from being a liability, showcases the street smarts and resilience that Philippe, surprisingly, finds so compelling in a caregiver, someone who won't treat him with kid gloves or pity.
Precisely. It's a testament to Driss's ability to navigate tough situations. So the next day, Driss goes back for his papers, and Philippe offers him a 1-month trial. Philippe even bets him he won't last 2 weeks, underscoring the unconventional nature of this arrangement from the very start. It's a challenge, not just a job offer.
So, with Driss now officially hired for the trial, the real dynamic shifts from initial shock to the messy, often humorous process of adjustment. Yvonne, the no-nonsense housekeeper, is there to guide him, trying to impart the complexities of caring for Philippe. It's not just about simple tasks, it's about learning to stimulate his legs, assist with transfers, manage showering, help change clothes. It's a steep, often awkward learning curve.
And you see those moments play out with genuine humor. Driss is not shy about complaining about tasks like cleaning Philippe's butt or putting on his high stockings. He's vocal about the indignity, but he accepts it. These aren't just funny mishaps. They immediately reveal Driss's unfiltered honesty and willingness to learn without pretense. You see him making those initial innocent mistakes, like just handing the phone to Philippe instead of putting it to his ear.
Right, or forgetting the baby monitor.
Exactly. These small moments show his unfamiliarity with such a role, but also his surprising adaptability, even if begrudgingly.
Meanwhile, Driss isn't abandoning his old self. He's still trying to hit on Magali. And he even uncovers Philippe's private letters and flyers for female escorts, which he starts to file away instead of discarding. He's navigating this new, privileged world without losing his street-smart edge or his inherent curiosity.
What becomes profoundly clear is how Driss's personality begins to disrupt and ultimately enrich Philippe's staid routine. Yvonne wants things done properly, meaning within the bounds of a highly structured, almost sterile care environment. But Driss isn't having it. Instead of putting Philippe in the back of a van, he takes him out in one of the fancy cars.
And Philippe goes along with it.
Initially hesitant, yeah, but you can see him getting excited about a faster, less boring ride. This shift towards a more vibrant, less constrained existence is really propelled by Driss. And it's not just about speed. Remember when a neighbor's car blocks the entrance?
Oh, yeah.
Driss wastes no time confronting the guy, grabbing him by his shirt, threatening him until he moves the car. Philippe is absolutely impressed by this bold action, a stark contrast to Yvonne's continued disapproval. It's a clear signal that Philippe is drawn to this audacious, rule-breaking approach to life.
The clash of their worlds becomes crystal clear at a museum. Driss dismisses Philippe's highbrow art purchase, calling it just a red blotch. Then Philippe's relative voices serious concerns about Driss's violent past and criminal record. This seems like a moment where the relationship could easily fracture. Why does Philippe, despite these clear red flags, continue to not only trust Driss, but seemingly draw strength from his unconventional nature?
This forces a crucial question. What is truly appropriate care? Philippe's choice reveals a profound insight. He values raw honesty and a complete lack of pity over conventional qualifications. He explicitly says Driss doesn't pity him, which is exactly what he needs.
Right.
Driss is willing to joke, to be direct, to challenge the quiet solemnity that often surrounds Philippe's condition. This unconventional approach, rather than being a liability, is the very thing Philippe values, fostering a genuine connection that transcends societal norms or a clean record.
And it's this very lack of pity that allows for truly vulnerable moments. There's a pivotal scene where Philippe experiences severe trouble breathing due to phantom pain. Driss is initially hesitant, clearly uncomfortable with Philippe's raw vulnerability. But then he steps up. He gently guides Philippe through the attack with soothing words and a wet cloth. Then, still in the middle of the night, he takes him for a stroll by the river to calm him down. It's the first time Philippe has seen Paris at night in a long time, and it's a deeply compassionate, yet still very Driss-like response.
This is where their connection truly deepens, because Philippe, calmed by the fresh air and Driss's presence, finally opens up. He explains the limitations of his medicine, the reality of phantom pain, and even confesses his inability to pleasure a woman due to his situation, though he can still experience satisfaction through his sensitive ears. The bond deepens further when Driss shares a joint with him, which Philippe initially finds skeptical but quickly loves. Over a meal, Philippe shares more of his life story. Meeting his wife, her terminal illness, their 5 miscarriages, adopting their daughter Elisa, and his love for extreme sports that led to his paragliding accident. He confesses that living without his wife is his real handicap.
That's incredibly raw.
Yeah. This candidness, sparked by Driss's non-judgmental presence, shows the profound trust and acceptance that has grown between them.
And almost coincidentally, Philippe realizes the date, and Driss has officially passed his 1-month trial and is hired. But their journey isn't without its immediate challenges. Driss needs to return a stolen Fabergé egg, a gift from Philippe's late wife, symbolizing their 25 years together. It's a powerful symbol of Philippe's past and a test of the trust he's placing in Driss's character.
The egg directly connects to Driss's own family dynamics. He tries to talk to his sister Mina about it, learning the police have been calling. He confronts Adama, who confesses to being found with drugs. Driss is trying to pull his family back from the brink, even as he's navigating this new, privileged world with Philippe. Meanwhile, Philippe's epistolary relationship with Eleanor, his pen pal, is developing. Driss, ever blunt, finds the purple prose of their letters incredibly boring and is baffled they haven't exchanged pictures after 6 months.
Classic Driss.
Totally. He takes initiative, finds Eleanor's number, and calls her, essentially forcing Philippe to speak to her directly outside the written word.
And surprisingly, it does work. Philippe has this newfound connection with Eleanor, constantly on the phone with her. Driss even convinces Philippe to exchange pictures, and Driss, against Yvonne's preference for a pre-quadriplegic photo, chooses a picture of Philippe in his wheelchair. It's a powerful statement of acceptance, showcasing Driss's directness and how he sees Philippe as he is, not as he once was.
It's also during this time that Driss unexpectedly tries his hand at painting. Elisa, Philippe's daughter, makes fun of him for trying to be artistic. But Philippe supports him unconditionally. Yvonne even tries to subtly undermine Driss by hiding Philippe's chosen pre-quadriplegic picture inside Driss's escort file. A small, vindictive moment showing her persistent disapproval of Driss's growing influence.
Yeah.
But their friendship continues to deepen. We see them playing in the snow, Driss running alongside Philippe's wheelchair, Philippe buying Driss his first suit, and even Philippe disciplining Elisa, which Yvonne, surprisingly, agrees with. Driss is no longer just a caretaker, he's becoming a part of Philippe's family, a mentor, a confidant.
And that belief truly culminates at Philippe's birthday party. Can you imagine the scene? Driss's red blotch painting, which he himself found ridiculous, sells for 11,000 euros. What does that moment say about Philippe's vision, and how does it challenge our conventional notions of artistic value or even human potential?
It's transformative. Philippe is usually averse to his annual birthday parties, describing them as boring, just people checking if he's still alive. While the guests are enjoying classical music, Driss brings out his iPod and plays Boogie Wonderland, sparking an incredible dance that energizes the entire party. It's a complete disruption of the stiff formality, injecting joy and vibrancy into Philippe's life, a direct embodiment of the unconventional spirit Driss brings.
And this truly highlights the depths of their relationship. They share joints, they even hire escorts together. It raises a fascinating question. What does it mean to truly live when faced with immense challenges? For Philippe, Driss's presence is enabling him to experience life more fully, pushing boundaries, even if it's unconventional and challenges societal norms.
Then comes a moment of heartbreak. Philippe's first date with Eleanor fails. Driss drops Philippe off, but Eleanor is very late, and Philippe, heartbroken, calls Driss to pick him up before she even arrives.
Oh, that's tough.
It is. But Driss's support is immediate and profound. That same night, Philippe takes Driss on his private plane to the countryside, and they even go paragliding together. Driss is initially terrified, but he ends up enjoying the exhilarating experience. It's a powerful display of the mutual trust and boundary pushing that defines their friendship.
This is also where Driss's two worlds collide more directly. When they return home, Adama is waiting for Driss. There's a confrontation, and Driss, seeing scars on his face, is worried. Later, Philippe pushes Driss to talk about his own family, leading to Driss revealing his true story. He was adopted from Senegal at age 8 by his aunt and uncle, his real name is Bakri Bassari, and the complexities of his family life, including his brother Adama, who isn't technically his biological brother. This is a moment of deep vulnerability and acceptance on both sides.
This deep conversation sets the stage for the inevitable. Philippe, echoing Driss's earlier advice about Elisa, points out that Adama needs Driss. He then makes a profound decision. He fires Driss. He tells Driss he can't spend his whole life caring for an old man and needs to be there for his family. This isn't a dismissal out of anger or dissatisfaction. It's an act of profound care, an acknowledgement that Driss has his own life to live and responsibilities to attend to. It's putting Driss's well-being first.
So Driss returns to his old life. He leverages the knowledge gained from Philippe calling himself pragmatic in an interview, using his art knowledge to secure a new job as a driver. Meanwhile, back at Philippe's house, things are not going well. Philippe struggles with new, stuffy, and boring caretakers, falling into a bad mood and experiencing renewed phantom pain. It underscores how deeply Driss had integrated into his life and how irreplaceable his unique brand of care had become.
This leads to a full circle moment. One night, Philippe refuses help for his phantom pain, so Yvonne, out of desperation, calls Driss. This brings us back to that dramatic, exhilarating police chase and escort from the very beginning of our deep dive.
Right back where we started.
Exactly. After that adventure, Driss drives Philippe to the coast. The sight of the sea helps Philippe calm down, illustrating the profound effect Driss has on his well-being, even beyond the practical tasks. The final moments of their professional relationship are poignant. Driss helps Philippe with his overgrown beard before taking him to a restaurant to meet someone. He doesn't stay. He hands Philippe back the Fabergé egg, a symbol of Philippe's deepest personal connection, allowing him to face his future alone but supported. This connection goes beyond the practical tasks of caretaking. It's about enabling Philippe to live and love on his own terms.
And the beauty of this story is that it's rooted in reality. The real Count Philippe Pozzo de Borgo now lives in Morocco, remarried with 2 daughters. And the real Driss, whose name is Abdel Yasmin Salou, owns his own firm and is also married with 3 children. What's even more incredible is that these 2 men continue to be very close friends to this day. So what does this all mean for us?
If we connect this to the bigger picture, this story challenges us to reconsider what support truly looks like. Is it about conforming to expectations, or is it about enabling someone to live fully, even if that means pushing boundaries and embracing discomfort? It raises an important question. In your own life, who are the Dresses and Philippes that have shaped your path in surprising ways?
Exactly. This wasn't just a story about 2 individuals. It was about the power of an unconventional connection, a friendship built on raw honesty, humor, and mutual respect, breaking down societal expectations. It reminds us that true care and acceptance often come from the most unexpected places, and that often the most transformative relationships are those that defy conventional wisdom.